Yo,
What's going on?
we are the Problem Podcast.
Welcome.
They didn't expect us to be live today, man.
Oh, they didn't expect us to be live today.
Yeah,
This is a little surprise for the people.
Exactly. You got Memorial Day coming up. We do shit for the holidays.
Yeah, we
Bring your
got you.
families and whatnot. We got family. We don't have no family friendly content here. I don't suggest you bring your kids to this episode or any other
I want to
episode.
bring. I mean, you can. You just have to do it through their phone, so it's a little bit extra viewage. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm saying that like every other thing on the internet, there is an age restriction to get to us, but kids still watch porn. So while I won't recommend that your kids watch the video, if they just so happen to open it up on their phone and they just so happen to count as another view, then what can we do about
we
that?
can't do nothing about it. This is definitely 18 and up type of language here.
Exactly.
Well,
We put restrictions on our videos and everything.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
Exactly.
So today on our Memorial Day episode, we got a little special thing for you. We're gonna kind of go back into the Amber Heard, Johhny Depp situation that's still going on at this moment.
Yeah.
Yes, believe it or not, it still is going on. And later in the video, we're gonna be talking about our childhood and how we came up, a little bit of the schooling shit we went through and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, man. So, guys, recently, this whole Amber Heard thing, I mean, honestly, as Tony said, I can't believe how it's still going on. I mean, the case that she has doesn't exist in all shapes and forms, at least to me. And today, Tony learned about some updates on that. You want to fill the people in, Tony?
Because I've been watching this thing like a hawk. Now, what's been going on lately ever since the last time we talked, we're already way past the shit in the bed. We're past her punching him in the face. We're past all that. We're past her throwing a liquor bottle at him.
Shouldn't we, learn by dodging balls that are thrown at us, or...?
That's what this sack of wrenches is for. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
But the liquor bottle is kind of what's going on right now, really. So what happened was there a lot of cross-referencing and, it's getting a little pretty hectic out there. Now, Amber Heard's got some crazy people that are going up on the stands as her witnesses, per se.
Okay.
Now, we had this one dude, I don't know his name, don't really care about what his name is, but this man's hair was so disheveled.
Disheveled?
Disheveled, bro.
Got
This
the
man,
Gelsky going on.
this man was long. You're like... Bro, when he made that face, his lawyer, Johnny Depp's lawyer, and Johnny Depp were like, yo, they double take, yo. What the f-? This man made Johnny Depp sit up in his chair. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this
My
guy?
guy was wilding out.
Yeah, he was wilding out the whole day. This man took this entire case, like, I'm gonna get my 15 minutes of fame, but he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be fucking crazy about it.
Nice.
Bad move on his part, because
Well, that's a dedication that I can appreciate. You know what I mean?
But he's gonna be losing business now. Nobody's gonna fucking take his business. Nobody's gonna be like, yo, you're a great psychologist.
You're a
We
great psychologist.
We saw you on the stands. You did a good job. No, that motherfucker's crazy. Crazy.
He's not nasty.
He's
crazy.
crazy.
That motherfucker.
That motherfucker crazy.
Nah,
Bro.
Well, we getting him up there, man. Fucking Brooklyn. Fucking that motherfucker nasty.
Nasty.
We got goddamn. You got bitch.
You got
bitches in there. Yo, that motherfucker crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So, also a little touch up on it. Now we're at the point where Amber's kind of giving or Johnny Depp's lawyers are talking about Amber's videos and her pictures and shit. So they got Johnny Depp's expert witnesses who are doing research on these pictures and on these videos.
Yeah.
They're saying that these videos are edited and these videos and the pictures are also edited. Like, you're getting edited pictures. They showed the picture of her face bruised up towards another picture that was also bruised up.
Yeah.
Or not bruised up, I'm sorry. Same picture, not bruised. Okay. And it's, like, same picture, same metadata is what they like to say on that shit. Like how you identify if a picture is if a picture's a real picture.
The metadata.
Yeah, the original of it. Well,
it's the metadata.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they looked at all this information and we're like, yeah, this picture actually went through Photos 3, which is actually a Photoshop software. It's, yeah. It's an editing software for video for pictures. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Shorty wild.
Yes, bro. She went crazy, and they said the window just came open. That's why I had a little concerned look that way. So
y'all
they
gonna
had
hear the sounds of the city.
Yeah, you gotta hear the sounds
we
of the
in
city.
motherfucking New York. Bing bong.
Bing bong. We at.
Go ahead though.
So, remind me, where was I just at? You don't even know. That's where we're at right here. Let me try to think if I can remember what the hell we're talking
You
about.
said
My ADD
fucking
ass got
edited.
distracted by the
Edited by
window.
Photoshop 3.
Okay, yes. So they had all these pictures in Photoshop, right? And there are in Photo 3, which is an editing software for pictures, and they're just bringing this shit all up, and they're saying, yeah, they're edited. They're not technically, can't say that they're edited, but they have been changed.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they've been altered in some way.
Yeah.
How they are altered, and who they were altered by, who the fuck knows? Like, you don't know. How the fuck are you supposed to know? How am I supposed to tell you who changed this picture? You don't. So,
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I don't know. You don't know.
I don't fucking know. What
You don't even know he's alive.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Like,
What am I, celestial?
yeah, pretty much.
Maybe. We never. You
Maybe
know
we
what,
all
man?
are.
You know what, man? God once said that He made us in His image, and technically, if you want to go by that,
I mean, he got a mirror.
I mean,
He might be a good-looking dude.
you know, if anything's to be
Hey,
said,
you
here,
know what I'm saying?
God a good looking homie. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, God, don't steal my girl, bro.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
God, don't steal my girl. Please.
Nah,
But yeah, back to what I was trying to say. So in like 2016, where she had a video, she actually said that she let it slip, that she actually released pictures and released where she was going to be prior to her divorce that showed that she had damages to her face, or injuries, you would like to say, to TMZ. Now, what TMZ has a thing where if it's from the person, like say if I send TMZ a picture,
yeah,
and they can use that and they can verify it within 15 minutes, it can be posted, but only if it's from the primary source.
okay.
So TMZ posted those pictures 15 minutes after it was received. Therefore, it is a primary source who sent the information to them.
Right.
Who was the primary source of the picture being taken on Amber Heard's phone? I'm gonna say Amber Heard. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. So she's trying to refute this by saying, I don't know how TMZ got them, but you already admitted in a video back in 2016 where you're being interviewed by fucking lawyers that you already let it slip. Like this bitch goes, yeah, before I got leaked to TMZ, she went, what? And trying to do all this movement with her hair, and it's like, no, I didn't say that.
Bitch always do that, bro.
Bro,
every time she like say some shit, like she be doing mad. She's an extra bitch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? She's just an extra bitch. You know what I mean? And so, honestly, like I said, I can't understand how this has gone on this long. I mean, for somebody to come up and basically shoot themselves in the foot multiple times in one court case, and for this to still be going on, like, well, maybe we got to see, you know, what she says that like.
Well, how they do it right now, that each side has like a certain amount of hours, and Amber Heard's side's actually running out of time. So it's actually kind of funny to watch her lawyers panic because they don't have enough time left, because they put up bullshit witness after bullshit witness after bullshit witness.
Right.
So they wasted their time. So now Johhny Depp has a lot more time to work with, therefore they don't have to panic on his side.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know?
Okay.
And these things are long, bro. It's like 8 hours a day.
A work day.
Bro, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I think don't they only get like maybe 2 recesses or something like that?
Yeah, they got probably get lunch and then I would assume dinner. I don't know what time they get off.
I'm gonna say the highest. They bring out the little butler trays and shit. Bring out the dancing lobsters.
Bring out the dancing lobsters. Bro,
no. yo. Honestly, cartoons back then and shit. Like, bro, I remember like staying home.
Ooh,
Caught it.
nice. That's because that window opened. That's why we got a fly in there. That was a good fucking catch, bro.
God damn.
That shit got live on, live
Yeah,
on.
man. Fucking Mr. Miyagi. Call me, nigga. Nah. But yo, so missing school back then used to be some shit because it'd be fire cartoons in the morning, like to the point where like you try to catch that last episode where you may miss your bus.
Yup.
Right?
Yup.
But then like the moment like you should be on the bus and you should be going to school and all like good things, all these other daytime cartoons start coming on. But I used to fuck with Baby Looney Tunes.
Baby Looney Tunes?
Baby Looney Tunes.
I know what you're talking
be
about.
my
I know what you're talking
shit.
about. I know what you're talking about.
Come on, everybody, it's a Looney day. Yo, that shit used to be fire. I mean, I used to get tired of it.
Yeah.
They played reruns of it all the time. But that shit used to be fire. I used to not really mind staying up.
Bro, when I was young, dude, I used to stay up. The Saturday night cartoons were the fucking best, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I will still, to this day, I don't know what it was about that X-Men fucking opening, like, to their theme song. That shit is ingrained in my DNA. DNA, bro.
Like
That shit,
Kendrick
but that shit hits you, bro. Like, you hear that, you're like, oh, that's, you get goosebumps from the X-Men theme song.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Not too many things hit me like that, bro.
Music.
Yeah.
Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. No, but yeah, you were saying Saturday morning cartoons are fire, bro. I used to always try to catch what was that, Yu-Gi-Oh? Used to always try to catch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, man. Yu-Gi-Oh slapped.
The WB Kids 11 Saturday morning or Sunday morning cartoons, bro, fire. All undefeated, top 5, dead or alive.
Top 10, man.
Top 10, we going for it. You heard.
Alive, I swear to
Top
God.
10, dead or alive, swear to God. You already know the vibe. Come on, we outside.
Bro, I'll tell you, bro. As far as like lineups back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like cartoon lineups for Saturday night or whatever. I think Toonami is definitely number 1.
Oh, Toonami, absolutely.
No line. You are not bringing me a lineup that's fucking with Toonami. And if you do, I'll show you a liar.
Not early 2000s Toonami. You ain't doing
Bro,
it. You can't.
Toonami's.
What you gonna do? You can't top Dragon Ball Z. Period. Like,
No.
that's just where it's at. You just can't top it.
So Toonami, top 5, dead or alive. Maybe number 1. Some people will say debatedly, but I will not say debatedly. Toonami is it.
Debatedly?
Debatedly.
Oh, debatedly. Okay, yeah, okay.
Beta League?
I thought we were talking about another another network or something, bro. This is the Beta League, bro.
No. So Toonami number 1, but everything else like WB Kids 11 lineup with Yu-Gi-Oh, and then they had fucking
I had Power Rangers on that shit at one point. They had Pokemon on that shit at one point.
They had the shit.
Digimon back on that shit.
Digimon
Yo,
was on
Digimon
that shit.
slapped on that shit, bro.
Bro, dead ass, bro. Digimon slapped on that. So WB Kids is in the top 5, dead or alive. Fucking
Yes, sir.
when you had the fucking when these are mosquitoes, bro.
Oh,
we
gotta-
thought we get mosquitoes in New York, bro. That's how you know shit is wild.
Yeah. You gotta.
That booty, bro. So, then you had fucking what was that? I think that was fucking CBS or some shit like that. ABC. Where they had
CBS Kids. Yeah.
CBS Kids, right? Where they had like the fucking they had a penguin that had a fucking hat with a fucking propeller on its head and shit like that. And I don't know what the name of that daggone show was, but that show was fire. Then you had fucking Jetix. Jetix had fucking Hyper Monkey, Super Force or some shit like that. It was basically like a monkey version of Power Rangers. Shit was fire. Kick Buttowski was pretty cool. You just had mad shits back then, bro. All those top 5 dead or alive lineups, bro.
What was your Power Rangers situation? Like, what did you start watching Power Rangers and shit?
I had a tape.
You had a tape.
I had a Power Rangers tape as a kid when I lived with my mom in Hempstead, and that shit I don't know what the name of it was, but they faced like this purple slime guy.
Oh, the movie. Yeah.
And I watched that.
Ivan Ooze.
That's what his name is?
Yeah, his name's Ivan Ooze, bro.
I never remember his name, bro.
He was giving people purple drink.
Yeah, some shit. Bro, yo, cartoons back then was wild.
That movie was sick, dude. That movie was awesome.
But I watched that. That was the only Power Ranger thing I had, and I watched that over and over.
Well, yeah, that was the original. The originals were fucking sick, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched it over and over and over again.
Dude, did you ever like record shit over shit on VHS? Did you like record TV on VHS?
Maybe we did.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you know that I used to do that shit all the time. I would watch, I was like, I'm gonna watch VHS. Like, I had like random VHS.
Maybe he did this all the time.
No, I did do it all the time when I was a kid. Like, I would record all the TV shows. I would record all the morning TV shows and watch that shit over, bro. I actually did a bad thing. What? I don't know what you're trying to get at.
You're not supposed to. That's illegal. You're not supposed to record daytime TV. You're not supposed to record any program.
No?
Without the permission of the network.
Oh.
They say that to me.
I don't know where the fuck those tapes are now, so I was a fucking kid. How am I supposed to know?
That's the sound of the police!
That's
I had no idea you were supposed to do that.
Bro, that's how you know me and Tony cannot rob banks, because I would be like, yo, Tony, they'd be like, the police would be like, all right, guys, so I got you guys clocked in lunch at 12. And I'd be like, nah, we didn't get lunch at 12. We actually left to go to the break room, right, Tony? Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. We went right outside. And
I'm like, nah, dude, you actually went, we're outside at the 12 o'clock. We're in front of the, oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. I mean, no, we were in the break room.
Do the Amber
Where we did the thing. I'm sorry. Oh, no, But nah, dude, I just cause my dad used to lie all the time, bro. So I'm like just tired of people who lying and shit. I can't stand liars, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm trying to save you from going to jail.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get this sparkling.
I doubt that anybody's gonna land in jail after this podcast.
No, dude, if I'm in jail at the end of this podcast because I recorded TV shows when I was 9. First of all, you should be giving me a fucking raise for that specific reason, because I'm a fucking genius at 9 years old, recording shit on VHS, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Still did shit. But I will say this.
Salary.
Digimon, season
Digital
3.
Monsters.
Yes, season 3. I fucked up. I recorded over my baptism.
Guys, that sugar you guys got in there is terrible. It's old as fuck. That was your grandfather. What? It was in a vase in the case.
It's really funny because you have me going up to, as a baby, going up to the little fountain, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
cuts to
Digimon, bro.
Nice.
I felt awful, but it's fucking hilarious.
That's dope. Honestly, that's hilarious. Honestly, I think that if you remember to do this, you should put that on like our Instagram.
Maybe a little short for that.
Yeah, just show people what's going on, and so, guys, that's a little bit about upbringing and shit like that. And you know, while you're going through school and whatnot, I know you went to school out in like that's. Syracuse,
right?
I went to in the Syracuse area. I went to school out in Brentwood and shit like that. Then I also went to school in South Carolina for 2 years. Then I also went to school in Queens for high school. Then I went to community college in Rockland, and then I went to university in Albany, and then now I live in Suffolk. So I've done a lot of moving.
All one breath, by the way.
Yeah.
You did a lot of moving, so like,
females are very happy about how long I can hold my breath.
Hey!
Zingo! Anyway, so in order to move through schools, as you notice, you need to graduate, right?
Yeah.
And as you know, a certain state passed a don't say gay law.
What?
Right? And so now this kid who graduated as valedictorian and president
I think I actually remember
of his high school in Florida High. I'll put a picture of the kid up on the screen for my YouTube viewers. It reads like this: the class president at Florida High School says he wasn't allowed to share his experience as a gay student in his graduation speech, or how the state's so-called Don't Say Gay law will affect students like him, so he talked about something else that makes him a little different from his classmates, his curly hair. The fucker had to completely alter his speech that he was going to give as a valedictorian and president of his high school class, did all this hard-ass work as a gay student, and had to change his entire thing to just talk about his curly hair.
Wow.
So that he wouldn't get reprimanded for the Don't Say Gay law.
That has to violate our freedom of speech, dude.
In a lot of ways, it does. In a lot of ways, it does.
You're telling me I can't talk about a subject? Get the fuck out of here.
In a lot of ways, it does.
Nah, that's bullshit, man.
And that's the reason why we make platforms.
And you know who makes those laws, right? The fucking, no offense to, I don't give a fuck who you are, but it's the Republicans who make those laws.
Yeah.
Oh, but the fucking, any other law that has to do with our amendments, you're all for. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You can't just pick and choose what the fuck you want. What are you, a Christian?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Or Catholic? I'm sorry? Like, what?
This guy.
The fuck, bro?
What are you, a Christian?
Nah, bro, they do. They pick shit right out of the Bible. They're like, yeah, I like this. I don't like that. That's nothing. I like this here. I like this.
And we'll sew these together to say what I want to say.
Here you go.
Bro, honestly, that's the reason why a while ago, bro, I mean, I'm a Christian, love God. I know he blesses me every day, man. I'm here because of him, right?
Thanks. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Yay, God.
How very inappropriate. Thank you.
And I will also say I stopped going to church a while ago because I realized that a lot of that shit, man, it's all about power and money.
Yeah, it's all about power and money. A lot of it
it's tax-free money.
Yeah.
And you know, it was the time that, and I always say this, it was the time that I was down south with my mom, living with her, and me and her were having moments where, like, honestly, there were times where I would go hungry, and I'd show up to church, and my preacher rolls up to church in a fucking Lincoln and shit, and we hopping out the fucking church, man, having to wake up early enough in order to go outside for that shit, rushing to get ready in the morning. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers is putting money in this little basket. You know what I mean? Like, the church ain't all extravagant.
No.
But you got a car like that?
Yeah.
And, I can't afford food?
Bro, pastors make so much money, bro. It's silly. You should see the fucking houses.
And now he's a governor. I was like, I told my mom sounded proud when she said it.
Yeah.
But I was like, when all I said to her, because I didn't want to, crush her view of him and nothing like that. I said, makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yep. Well, it's just odd, man. Listen, I'm all for religion. You can celebrate. You can
do it right.
Follow whatever you want to follow. It's all about the presence of God, really.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's all to just say thanks. Have gratitude towards God for giving you the life that you have and the life that you continue to have, and bless the loved ones, your friends, your family, all of that. That's what religion is supposed to do. That's what believing in God is supposed to do. And that's what you're supposed to I don't want to say use it for, because that's not the proper faith. You're not supposed to use
live
God.
by it.
You're supposed to live by it. You're supposed to, there's rules, and there's also, like, I don't know. It's tough, man.
They're using it. That's what it is.
A lot of people. Yes.
That's the difference, because there are people that you have that do religion, right? Whatever religion it is, I don't care what the fuck you follow, as long as you're a good person. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever religion it is, you're supposed to live by it, right? But there's a difference when you use it.
Yeah.
See now. This whole thing where we were talking about on the last episode for the Cinco de Mayo, where they're trying to get that whole abortion thing out of here. Where do you think all that comes from? People trying to use the Bible and religion and shit like that in order to say, hey, this is why abortion is wrong. That has nothing to do, as you were saying on the last thing, with the state.
Yeah.
Church and state are different. And you're using certain parts of the Bible, right, or certain parts of what you believe is your religion to say you're not allowed to not have a baby if you can't have a baby.
Not even say it, but to just try to justify it.
Right.
And it's terrible.
And then just pass the bill to say you're not allowed to say gay. You're not allowed to say gay. Like, I don't know if that has to do with religion or it has to do with this whole woke movement thing that people are trying to do, but that's literally an impeding law on our freedom of speech, and that's like Constitution. Yep. You're not allowed to do that by Supreme Court rule. I don't understand how they passed.
Yeah, it's insane. Also, I'm not even here to say Democrat or Republican because honestly, both of them I don't really agree with.
Yeah,
if you can meet in the middle like a human being and not care about your fucking personal things, like just because he believes in this, he's a bad person or he's a Republican or he's left side, right side. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck you think about. But if you can compromise and listen to other people, then you're a good human being. And you can learn from your mistakes, you're a good human being. But if you're fucking ignorant as shit and you don't want to listen to other people, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to learn and be a better person, fuck you.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about pride, bro? Pride ain't shit. You can be prideful
and ignorant.
Exactly. Bro. I'm tired of these fucking people, bro.
Prideful and ignorant. Trump.
Yup. It's fucking stupid. And I'm all about being American because fuck, I love being American. It's great.
Yeah, it's dope over here.
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
We can honestly, we can do whatever we want, but we can't do whatever we want. You know what I mean? In other countries, people literally cannot do whatever they want.
Yeah, but there's a lot more free. We talked about this early on when you showed that clip of or you actually went over that clip about that movie scene that we were talking about before. Remember that movie scene where he talked about how U.S. is like 22nd in math and all that bullshit. So, U.S. isn't that great right now. We're not the only free country in the world.
No.
We can't just be like, we're free. Now let's take away a lot of these rights here. Have abortion. I'm gonna take that from you. I'm gonna take this from you. No, get the fuck away from us, bro. Worry about real shit. Worry about real shit.
Bro, real
You're
shit.
worried about the wrong shit.
Real shit, like there was just a shooting.
Yes.
Another shooting in another school. And it's like
it's disgusting.
It's really stupid. It's honestly stupid. I think we talked about it on the last podcast. We did talk about the shooting on the last podcast, right? Where the kid literally was in there and he was just apprehended and shit like that. And yes, it's not all of them are bad. Blah blah blah. What Rudy said is fantastic as far as the way we should kind of live by it, because I think real change starts with individuals. As individuals, as Tony said, if you can say to yourself that I'd rather not shoot a human being just because he looks different than me, then I think that we move forward as a unit. It's not like all cops are bad. It's not like all politicians are bad. I think it comes down to individuals. And but on the other side of that, not even but on the other side of that, with that, right? As everybody kind of, even I need to change as a person, as to be a better person as an individual, right? On the other side of that, right? You have things like the school shooting, and then you have people like taking away the right to say your whole speech. Yeah. Then you also have
well, there's people that take that like they take that shit, but there's the people that are so susceptible to everything because they'll just believe what these people say just because they say it. Like they have this guy who is the school shooter because he's following some nonsense and he believes that this is the way the world should be, so he acts in that way. One, because he's not informed well. Two, because he's fucking manipulated. And guess what? He's mind controlled. It's basically basically, yeah. And actually, what was that one thing you were talking about?
Oh my gosh, perfect.
Yeah.
You have schools, religious schools, and shit like that, and also these camps and shit like that are for ne'er-do-well teens and shit like that. Right, that are run by these crazy motherfuckers that originated. If you guys, I talked about Jake Tran before. He's talked about himself. I think the way he did it, I didn't really like it. But the man's done enough with his life. If he wants to flaunt his shit, he can flaunt his shit. I'd probably talk my shit too if I was him. But but Jake Tran is a great dude nonetheless. All his content is great. You should go over there and follow him. We're not sponsored by him or nothing like that. Jake Tran, if you want to collab, I'm totally with it. But if you go over to the channel, you'll find a video called "This is Totally Disturbing." He talked about there was this Alcoholics Anonymous group.
Yeah.
That basically said at first it started out with you know, you'd sign up for this group way back in the 1908 whatever, or 7s whatever, back when motherfuckers was just violent, basically.
Basically, no age and no internet.
And you know, and,
Boomers.
boomers. Anyways, but you know, so you sign them up for this Alcoholics Anonymous group, and it's supposed to reform you by breaking you down to build you back up. And they had this thing where they'd sit in circles and and they rag on a motherfucker until they literally cried.
And
they felt nothing.
Yeah, they stripped them down as human beings, bro. They literally just erased them.
Yeah.
Like everything about you is just gone. You're a shell of your former self.
Right. And then they go ahead and they put you, they keep you there, and they basically boot camp you to basically try to make you a better person or whatever, but you're in there with everybody who's basically fucked up in their head now. That's where it all started. Eventually all of that got shut down because they figured out that motherfuckers was in there literally dying and getting, abused and shit like that and whatnot. And all that was shut down. But the motherfuckers that were in there, that were a part of that cult, basically, that's what basically became a cult, motherfuckers that was a part of that cult that did get out or whatever, or followed it and were out before things got hairy, they formed other organizations, and they did it around kids. Because you ain't know who doesn't have rights? Kids. And so, as Tony said, they started actually with, parent signature. Well, that's all they need. They didn't ask the kid nothing. Parent signature, boom. Show up at the middle of the night in the kid's room, say, all right, we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way, and they snatch him out.
Yeah, because imagine if you're a parent and you're just having such a troubled time with your kid. You don't know how to fucking parent them. First, you shouldn't have been a parent in the first place, so fuck you. And then two, like, why are you giving your child to a whole organization that you actually don't know anything about? And they make fucking bank. You're giving them money to take your kids.
$800 a day.
It's insane.
That's what some of these camps were making. $800 a day
to take care of troubled teens. And
then don't feed them.
Yup.
A kid got choked out like fucking the dude that got choked out. He was like, I can't breathe.
Yeah, there was more than just that. It was another person too. A girl that was actually asphyxiated because she was like basically tied together on her bed. Bad Baby was on this actually. She was on that. She was in one of those two groups.
Yeah. So I'm saying like, I'm saying similar to the cop situation where the guy was like, I can't breathe, and he died from that. It was a black kid threw a sandwich at one of the guys because obviously he's a kid, he's a teen, and he's obviously disgruntled now that he's been abused for however long, and you got a motherfucker in your face. Fucker, take the sandwich to the head, right? And then they choked him dead for it. Like they choked him dead on camera. And this shit is going on right now, as we speak. Yeah. As we speak.
These companies are making billions of dollars a year because of this shit.
And it's because parents want to put their gay son or whatever son into religious reform camps where they pray the gay away and shit like that. And all they do is just come out more scarred than they went in.
Exactly. And it's the worst thing that these kids have ever gone through. And the parents don't even know that because everything is monitored by the people, by all the counselors. They're all monitored. Yeah, they're all monitored. Every single letter that they send out, every phone call is being recorded / monitored. So everything that they say, and the kids are told this, so they can't tell their parents what actually is going on because they will get into more trouble. They already told the kids not to say what's going on here because obviously, if you're telling a kid that you're not getting fed, Bad Baby, for instance, was left to sit up straight, sitting up for like 3 straight days.
She wasn't allowed to sleep.
She wasn't allowed to sleep. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? How do you think that this is actually making up this person a better person? It's not. Why? It's just not the way it works. It's bullshit.
That's not how showing a teen discipline works.
Yeah.
Or understanding a team.
It's not the fucking military. Like, the fact that these kids are kidnapped out of their homes, they wake up, they don't know where the fuck they are, they don't know what the fuck is going on, and you're supposed to just accept that this is your new reality?
And they're there for months.
Yeah,
They show up there after being, like, imagine, as they said, if you find in the video, imagine one kid, literally, you get woken up, your parents literally standing at the door as these 2 big-ass motherfuckers come in your room in the middle of the night and take you away.
Then they take you
your
in the middle of the night.
Your parents watching all of this happen.
All this happen. Because they think that it's going to be better for you.
And so now you wind up in this strange place, miles away from where you live.
From civilization, period.
Exactly. And now, like, you realize the next day, you woke up there again, and nobody's called. You wake up there again, and nobody's called. You wake up there again, and nobody's called or emailed. You wake up there again, nobody's asked about you. You wake up, you know what I mean?
And what the fuck's a kid supposed to do in that situation? You try to run, you get punished. If you try to revolt, you get punished. If you say the wrong thing, you get punished. Like, they didn't care, bro. It's not to make you better. It's just a power-hungry people who feel like, yeah, I have power over these teenagers who can't do shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up and it's disgusting. And it is disgusting. That's what Jake Tran put on his video. Disturbing. He said disturbing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, disturbing, disgusting, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, same thing. Listen, man, I'll tell you what, right? We got goddamn people not being able to talk about them being gay. We got Amber Heard lying in court. We got...
Yo, she gonna get. There's no way.
There's no
fucking way, bro. I actually was watching a video of a person who is a lawyer. He actually he's in that courtroom all the time.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the jury, and he was like,
"Oh
look,
no, did
yeah,
they get you on your finger, bro?
What? The mosquito? Yeah, I think so. The motherfucking mosquito
son.
bit me in the finger. Fuck that mosquito." But he was looking at the jury. He was like, these people, when she was being all hysterical about her alleged beatings, they just weren't buying it at all. I mean, there was what, 8 jury people, I think. There was 8, maybe 9, but they just were. He was describing these people as disinterested, not paying attention. Couldn't really look at her when she was trying to, like, emote to them.
Yeah.
And you can actually tell every time that she has a person on the stand, they all talk to the jury. And then all of them are facing the jury to try to make sure that they feel the emotion, that they understand what's going on, because they're really trying to convince them that what they're saying is true, even though what they're saying is bullshit and fucking lying, and you can't lie on the stand. But everyone that opposes Amber Heard on the stand is lying according to Amber Heard. So it's just bullshit.
You want to know something else funny?
Yes.
They tried to bring up, you probably already know this, but they tried to bring up that Amber Heard was due to take off career-wise because of the DC films and whatnot, and they did that like one day, right? And then I think literally the next time they show up, right, to court, they bring in the president of DC in DC movies and WB pictures and whatnot, and they go, so Amber here at her defense proposes that she was due for, a bigger role in the next Aquaman movie.
$4 million.
And X, Y, and Z. Her trajectory shows this. Can you enlighten us on kind of what more was your picture for Amber Heard? And he goes, yeah, she was never meant to really be a big part of anything.
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
Literally,
oh, that's awesome.
Their whole argument, they spent the day before, or whatever court case it was, or day it was, they spent their whole argument saying, look, the Johhny Depp defamation and all this good stuff ruined her career. That's why she's not blah, blah, blah. Well, she wasn't meant to go anywhere anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. They tried comparing her to
fucking Gal
Gadot, bro.
And Margot Robbie.
These are people who are these are people who are the star of the fucking movie, and they try to compare a love interest to the star of the movie. They also try to use Zendaya. I get it on Zendaya's part, but minimally, just for the sole fact that she is a love interest in Peter Parker. But Zendaya is way more unique, way better of an actor, and has way more credits than fucking Amber Heard. She is a generic white blonde bitch. That's all she is, and that's all she will ever be. Because the hotter and crazy you are, the hotter you are, the crazier you are. This bitch is fucking wacko. Alright?
I don't know how crazy Gal Gadot is, or how crazy Margot Robbie is.
They're not. I mean,
but first off, as far as just comparisons alone, if you want to just talk about look, Gal Gadot is fucking beautiful. Oh my god.
Yup, and she was in so many things before being Wonder Woman. She was in.
She is fucking gorgeous.
She was
Margot
in
Robbie for
Fast and Furious. Oh, dude.
Don't get me started on Margot. And then Zendaya. Do we really have to spend time here talking about how beautiful Zendaya is? I don't think we do.
No, but she's also extremely talented.
No, she's multi.
Like unreal talent. She was a fucking
I'm
child star.
I'm saying
Amber Heard was not a
outside
child
of their
star.
talent. You just spent bad time talking about their talent. I'm saying even if you want to set aside talent and just want to talk about hotness, because that's what Amber Heard's got.
Yeah.
She's not Gal Gadot.
No.
And she's definitely not Margot Robbie if you want to just talk about white blondes.
No, not even close. Not even close.
I don't know what you need.
Like, and Margot Robbie, just the acting talent is just way succeeds Amber Heard's acting talent.
Her Harley Quinn and that all like if you want to talk about just even recent performance, her Harley Quinn is fantastic.
How about her and Wolf in Wall Street, bro?
But I'm saying that's early.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about even if you want to talk about recent, like as in she still got it.
Oh yeah.
Her Harley Quinn character is Harley Quinn.
Literally, Margot Robbie's playing literally Barbie. Okay. And time out.
And there's not many people you can get to do that, and people will go, yeah, that looks like a Barbie to me. Like,
what time out? The fact they're not playing the
Barbie
theme
girl
song.
Oh my! I was so pissed.
What are you doing?
I am a Barbie. You have to.
Yo, pay the motherfucking song,
bro.
Are you kidding me?
You have
what are you
to
doing?
get Margot Robbie singing that shit.
Yo,
bro, I need that.
The fact that that's not going to be in the movie.
That.
How is that not going to be in the movie?
I need that.
That's like one of the most iconic songs, honestly, ever. For like just random ass songs,
bro. The bros sing that shit, and I've never played. Maybe I have as a kid, and just because a toy is a toy. But I've never consciously played with a Barbie in my life.
Still knows it hard.
And I know that theme song.
Yep. It's so implanted in our head. I don't know what the fuck it is about that song. It's so catchy.
It's so catchy.
It's very catchy.
That's what 90s. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, people actually cared about their marketing programs. Nowadays, it's about Twitter and hashtags and fucking Pumpy Monkey Babies.
Pumpy Monkey Babies.
You remember that? Pumpy Monkey Babies?
Super Bowl throwback commercial.
Bro, it's all. I mean, I loved the Geico Pig. The Geico Pigs were great. But I can't. We just gotta Hump Day, yeah. That was also a good one. That's a classic.
My most memorable Super Bowl commercial was when they had the ketchup commercial where the cat was like next to the ketchup and it like the ketchup exploded and there was a knife and then the cat was like playing dead. It was fucking hilarious, dude.
I never seen it.
Oh, it was hilarious. So we're gonna talk about my childhood right now. I know we talked about a lot of things in this episode, but I really wanted to get you a little deep into how Tony Camiso was raised.
Tony Commission.
So, Tony was raised in Syracuse, New York. From Syracuse, Syracuse is an okay place. My family's there. I'm always gonna consider it home, but I'm not gonna go back to live there. It's just not gonna happen.
I ain't going back.
I ain't going back. Bro. It's not gonna happen. But raising up, I had a great childhood, bro. Like I fucking had killed it. I was playing video games my entire life. I was introduced to football when I was young, and I had like 13 years of playing football. Like I played football through Pop Warner through high school. It was great. I had a great time in playing football, being a kid. I mean, what are the most iconic video games you remember playing as a kid?
Bro, all I did was play racing and sports games when I was a kid. Oh, and
really?
And I also played other games, but I lived with a lot of kids when I was younger. So a lot of the games that we had were all competition-based games.
Oh, and multiplayer probably.
In multiplayer. Yeah. So like, my house, I grew up in a very competitive environment. And so...
What was the first system you ever had?
I don't even know. I had all of them. I was a privileged kid.
Really? I had all of them.
I was a privileged kid.
I mean, what was my most iconic game? I had the Sega. Yeah. I didn't have the Sega. I didn't have the Dreamcast. That was one that I didn't have.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation.
Dreamcast was dope.
I know Dreamcast was dope, but I never had one. I had the Sega, the Nintendo 60, or the Super Nintendo. I had
Super Nintendo.
Yo, Super Nintendo was the shit with the cartridges, bro. Stop.
The cartridges.
The cartridges. Who do know to do that? You gotta blow.
I made the joke. You made the joke.
Hey, that's how we do it. But the playing like fucking the most iconic games back when I was a kid, man, were Super Mario 3D.
Okay.
Fucking Donkey Kong Country.
Oh.
Donkey Kong Country, bro. One of the most memorable video games in my entire life. Why, I don't know. But I do. The first game I ever played, Mrs. Pac-Man. Not regular Pac-Man, but Mrs. Pac-Man.
I think that's true for a lot of people, though. I think you know what's actually true. Mrs. Pac-Man is more popular than the Pac-Man at the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look it up.
It's more advanced, and it's like it's probably a little bit smoother, I would assume.
I don't know. It's just if you look it up, it's a fact. It's just a fact.
It came out. No, there was a more upgraded version. It's more when people were playing Pac-Man. It's just Mrs. Pac-Man is it. It's just what it is.
Yeah. So as far as I go, I think the games that I really remember as a kid, Def Jam Fight for New York. Oh my God, that game.
Really?
Was godly. Def Jam Fight for New York, Need for Speed, Underground, and Most Wanted.
Oh, you were playing racing games.
Bro, I was
Damn,
playing racing games.
I was playing Sonic.
Bro,
Sonic was the shit.
Bro, I was playing racing games where you felt scared. Like you're like, I'm going fast. Like, I don't even feel the controller vibrating anymore from my car's engine. I'm just floating through the street.
Dude,
Like,
I could never get into fucking racing games. I suck at racing games. I'm horrible at them.
I think that's low key part of the reason of why I drive the way I drive. I'm not saying I speed.
No, I know somebody else who's special. A couple weeks ago, maybe he also was late to something, but no, don't be doing. Don't worry about it.
You're funny.
We don't name names here sometimes.
No, we. Yo, so anyway, so yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted and Underground. Not the new Most Wanted. That new Most Wanted sucks. I'm talking about the original one that looks like it was bathed in fucking summer sun filter or some shit like that. Or that orange tint that they put over all the Mexican movies.
All I think about is machete.
Exactly, bro. So, those, and then also, I can't ever forget, what's that?
Machete.
I re-downloaded a game called Beatdown.
Yeah.
I think it's like Beatdown Vengeance or something like that. And that was a good game that I had way back when.
What was your favorite system as a kid? Do you know? Do you have one?
My favorite system,
Yeah.
I was always Xbox.
Yeah.
I was always Xbox. I had all of them, but Xbox was our shit. And I always played, I got into, the 2K football games were better than the Maddens.
By far, bro. What was it? 2K.
Whatever it was, I don't give a fuck. All of them against any Madden that's come out. Me and my dad used to play them together all the time. I had a wrestling belt that we used to play for. It was dope.
Oh shit, that's sick.
Yeah,
dude. That's
bro.
awesome.
Me and my pops used to do that. Shout out to my
Well,
pops.
it was the
Love
one
you,
that
Dad.
Terrell Owens was on. What was Terrell Owens was the cover?
2K. I think that was 2K8.
2K8. I had to be one of the best fucking games.
Oh, you know, of all time.
One of the best.
I think that was the same one where you had your own little crib and you had your trophy room.
Yeah.
You had your boombox.
Yup.
Bro, that one was goated. Top 5 dead or alive.
How about NCAA back in the day?
Oh, NCAA was fire.
Bro.
I put in my. So as you know, I was in Brentwood at one point when I was younger, right? And I would have went to Brentwood High School if I didn't go to Queens, right?
Okay.
So what I did was at one point I took the whole entire Brentwood High School football team that was from the year that I think I left or some shit like that, and I put them in NCAA.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you made them all?
I made them all.
That's fucking sick, dude. I like that.
I made them all
A.
down to their number, name, and then if I looked at their stats and saw what they statted for the year, and I made their overalls on each one accordingly.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it took
I
me
like
forever,
that.
but it was
yeah,
dope.
but it was memorable. as
Yeah,
shit,
I still
man.
have the game, bro.
Dude, that's sick. Man.
Yeah,
I like that shit.
I mean, maybe if I remember and I can get my Xbox 360, I'll show you guys on our socials too.
Fuck yeah, man! I remember one of the first game or systems I was so proud of getting. My favorite system, ironically, is a PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Because I had a choice. My mom had.
I'm PlayStation now.
Well, the PlayStation 3 has a great has a great story behind it.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 2, however, it was the first system that I bought with my own money as I was a kid. I went to a pawn shop.
Okay.
And I bought the PlayStation 2, and it was the skinny version.
Yeah. Okay.
And the first game I bought with that was fucking Ty the Tasmanian Devil. I don't know if anybody even knows that game. That game fucking was so much fun. It was so much fun.
You know what? You know what, Tony? I'm not gonna take that from you. You wanna know why? Because as a kid, you gotta be fucking stoked to walk into a pawn shop.
Yeah, man.
Drop your own fucking beans on a fucking system, and then drop your own fucking beans again on a fucking game and tell them run that shit, bro. You could have went home with the fucking ET game that came out, and you would have been the shit out of a blast, bro.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm not gonna take that from you at all.
Man.
And there's probably people in the comment section that are going like, "What are you talking about? That Tasmanian game was fucking fire,
dude."
But
I think they made it
never-
like I think they just remade it or something.
I
I'm
never
not even
heard.
positive, but it's like one of those old games where you. Oh, by the way, did you tell me? Tell me.
Please tell
me.
me. Say what you're about to say. Say what you're about to say. Please.
Tell me that you
Please.
played
Please.
fucking
Please.
Rugrats Golf.
Oh,
No?
you wasn't gonna say the game. I thought you.
What were you gonna
talk
say,
about.
bro?
I thought you were gonna talk about because you talk about Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
And you're saying a game that's coming out now, Multiverses.
What's that about?
Looney, basically Warner Brothers versions of Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, with fucking Scooby Doo or not Scooby Doo, fucking
Ultra
Shaggy,
Instinct-
Ultra
Instinct Shaggy.
Oh, Ultra Instinct Shaggy, bro. Yes, dude, that fucking game looks sick.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. I've been watching a bunch of gameplay of it.
But
I
yeah.
want to play it. I want to play it so bad.
Oh yeah, the game looks amazing.
I want to play it so bad.
I'm all about that shit. But tell me, I want to know in the comment section who played Rugrats Golf, because that game is iconic as fuck. That was PlayStation 1 game, bro. That game was sick, bro. I fucking loved that game.
It was sick, bro.
But I don't think I ever beat it because I was like, you know, I was who I was. I was young. I don't think I beat too many games. But
I don't think I beat too many games actually either. Shout out to the Assassin's Creed series. I've beaten a lot of games in that series.
I never actually beat an Assassin's Creed game. Never even played them.
Shout out to the Tom Clancy series too, because I actually finished the Splinter Cell game from them too.
Nice. Shout out Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy. We got that.
What the
words
fuck
coming
else did
out,
I
right?
beat? I don't know what else I'll think of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Fable. Shout out to the Fable
Oh,
series.
they're coming out with new Fable, right?
Yeah, bro. You like Fable?
I never played it, but it seems like a great concept.
Bro.
I can play it. I have Game Pass.
I think a lot of the Fables that are even the older Fables are free now. I think they are.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to play Fable 2. I think it is, bro, where you have a choice to be like evil or evil or good. Bro, that one of the best ones. Classic.
Well, there's one game I have to play too. I know that is one of Drew's favorite games.
Okay.
It's the fucking Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yeah. Fallout New Vegas. Yeah.
I gotta try that.
I never played it.
I never played it either, but it's on Game Pass if you have Xbox or if you even have a PC.
I'm not gonna play it.
If you have PC, you can
I'm not gonna play it.
No.
No. You wanna know why? Because I know I'm not going to finish it.
Yeah, it's
I don't
probably
want to
game.
disrespect the game like that. You see, a lot of the games that are like more like kind of like that story or long.
Yeah.
Like I like to watch people play them because I know I'll never play them myself. But I like the concept and I like the story. So I want to see somebody else play it, finish it, and I'm like, that game was good. But because I know I'll never be able to respect the game enough to actually play it and finish it.
It's a lot of time, bro. Especially when you get home at fucking 8 o'clock.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna get it. I don't usually get home at 8 o'clock, but today I'm definitely getting home at like 10. So yeah, that's so. I don't really. I try to stay away from getting a game if I know I'm not gonna finish it.
That makes sense. I get that. What was? Do you have any like iconic like system moments, like where you bought a system, and you're like, what the hell? This is awesome, or something like that?
I never bought a single system.
No. Wow. So I mean, I have one. I have like I didn't actually buy it myself. My dad did, but it was for Christmas. It was when the PlayStation 3 came out. So it's that Christmas.
Okay.
So you gotta imagine the PlayStation 3. It's got Blu-ray. It's got all that new technology. It's like whoa, the PlayStation 3. Xbox has been out for a couple of years. Xbox 360, that is. No one's really caring about the Xbox 360. Right. So what I asked for Christmas that year was I was like, I want an Xbox 360 or I want a PlayStation 3, whatever one you can get. Now my mom ended up getting me an Xbox 360. Little did I didn't know that at the time. So I'm at Target. Was it Target? No. I'm at Home Depot.
No, you didn't know.
Yes. I'm at Home Depot with my dad and my uncle, and we go there, and I see this big ass crowd being surrounded by this one Home Depot employee, and this man is talking about this beautiful system, the PlayStation 3. It's got a huge crowd around it. There is one PlayStation 3 left. My dad walks through the crowd in the middle of this man's presentation and goes, "Hey, is that for sale?" And the guy goes, "Yes, it is." He goes, "I'll take it."
That was easy.
And I was like,
People standing around waiting for the
bro.
opportunity. Your pops was like, yo, bro, that's, what do they call those? I think they call them opportunists.
Oh, opportunist,
Like,
yeah.
They like everybody else sees, you know, a pit full of water. Opportunist sees pool.
So he walks through the middle of the thing. He goes, "Is this thing available?" And the employee goes, "Yeah, it is." And then all of a sudden, everyone starts talking. And while my dad's getting this system, he pays for it. By the way, this PlayStation 3 is like fucking $600 because it's an original PlayStation 3. It's only the 20 gig. It's not the 80 gig. It's nothing crazy. And when you're looking at things nowadays, but when you're looking at it, like, whoa, this is next gen. Like, this is some serious shit. So I get the system. My dad buys the system, and it's like, and everyone is looking at him.
Yeah.
And he goes, this one dude, he comes up, he goes, "Oh, you ended up getting it? I was gonna buy that." And he's like, "Oh my God," he makes a big ass deal about it. And then everyone else is like, that was in that group starts talking, starts chattering, looking at my dad. And my dad turns to me and goes, "We gotta get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm being a kid, I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "Okay, I got the game, woohoo, got the system." And then I go home, and my mom goes, "Look, I got you the Xbox 360. She holds the Xbox 360 in her left hand.
Nice.
She holds the PlayStation 3 in the right hand.
Nice.
And she goes, "Choose."
No!
And me being like,
Mom.
I know.
Wow.
I know. But little did I know that this decision would change how I view video games my entire life. Because if I went with the Xbox, I would have been playing Halo. I would have been playing Fable.
Yeah.
I would have been playing Gears of War.
Yeah. Fire.
I did not. I said, I want to go with the newer system. I went with the PlayStation 3.
I'm glad you did that.
Until this day, I do not regret it. I played Resistance Fall of Man, a game that just came out with the system. I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about Resistance Fall of Man because it was one of my favorite games that I have ever played. By far ever played. Was it the greatest game of all time? No. Not by a mile. But was it one of the most unique games that I have ever played until that time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I also remember playing the game Oblivion.
Oh, Oblivion. My pops loved Oblivion.
I couldn't handle Oblivion. It was too real for me. The graphics were too much for my child brain to even comprehend. I played that game for 3 hours. I was in the middle of the woods, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Running away from wolves who scared the fuck out of me, by the way. And I thought the graphics were too real. I had to sell the game. I sold the game to GameStop. It was too much for I couldn't handle it. It was just too much.
That's hilarious. Yo, Tony.
Yes.
I'm glad I met you, man.
I'm glad I met you too.
Guys, tell us what games you get goosebumps about.
Yes.
Tell us how you feel about your freedom of speech rights.
Yes.
And tell me if you think Amber Heard is telling the truth.
No.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you for coming to see our podcast, and thank you for staying until the end.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
And Card Club.
Yes.
Live from where it may or may not be cogent.
May or may not be cogent. We
Will
can't
we wind
disclose
up-
that information because I don't know why. But if we do, you will know.
There you
Ha-ha,
go.
thanks for coming.
Hee 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 hee.
Hee 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 hee. Ha ha ha.
Blah.
But no,
Guys.
seriously though, thanks for coming. Thanks for staying. I'm glad that I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. It was a really good one today.
For all my YouTube people that came to watch the video, you guys, You guys get the full, scoop every time because you guys get to see the little cutaways that I like to do and whatnot. You guys like to see. You guys get to see the little skits and video overs that I do while we talk about things. It makes shit funnier. Now, if you can't make it to the YouTube, that's fine. That's fine. We love all of our listeners, all of our beautiful people.
Yes.
We love all of our beautiful people.
I don't care if you're listening to a podcast, listening while you're walking, while you're going through the train station. I don't care how you listen to it, but if you're listening to it, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you for coming. We Are the Proud Podcast Memorial Day Special. Peace and love, baby!
Peace and love.